Hey everybody, I'm JP Leonard.
And I'm Tyler Arceneaux.
And you are watching Season 3, Episode 1 of We're Dying Down Here, a podcast about just being cool with a new chain in Louisiana.
Type 2 chains.
Type 2 chains.
I can't believe they let us do a third season of this. That is wild.
I mean, thank you CBS and NBC and PBS and
JP, tell them who we got today.
Oh, we got I had 2 more channels I knew. We have the return of the one and only, the Louisiana Louisiana son of prodigy. He's the original fire starter. Sean Patton.
Sean Patton.
Sean Patton. Let's go into it.
Roll it.
Welcome back to Is This Recording? Where JP Leonard, your host, one of them, figures out, did this actually happen?
Is this recording? Are you guys recording?
Will people ever hear this or see it?
Well, 37.
Or feel it?
37 congruent listeners on average, so yes.
Dude.
I'll tell you something, buddy. 37 is better than 36. All right?
It's a whole person better.
Somewhere out there is someone with only 36 subscribers going, if I can only get 37, prime number.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know what prime number is. Can't be divided by
Come on.
1.
No.
It can only be divided by itself in 1. Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at
Who's
us.
a prime number?
Who's dying down here now?
I am. All right. And are we ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
that was it.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Oh, yeah, we're done.
That will be. We're done.
And episode.
Hey, your dates are scrolling, and we're good.
Sweet.
We are back with the second. Wait, let's try that again. Two-time podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Friend of the podcast.
And we are back with the first 2-time guest, the 2-timer of all guests, Sean.
Two-time and Sean Patton. That's not a good nickname.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Two-time
an
and
awful
Sean
nickname.
Patton.
It makes you sound.
Depends on who you're telling it to.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
know what I mean? If I show up at the Upside Down Pineapple Convention, you know what that is, don't you,
that's
bro?
Tyler's
I
shirts.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, two-time and Sean gonna get him some poo.
Yeah. If I show up at the Key Swap, old Two-Time and Patton's a hot commodity.
Shouldn't they rename that?
Commodities nuts.
Shouldn't it be
Commodity.
a fob swap? Because, like, no one has keys anymore. It's all the fobs. You start your car. So wouldn't it be like
A fob swap actually
A fob
sounds.
swap.
It sounds better.
Yeah.
Fob swap?
Yeah,
Fob
it's
bowl?
like it's more mature.
Yeah.
I mean, but I thought, yeah, I mean, true. It's also, what's up then by that rationale, this is called a podcast and nobody listens to anything on iPods anymore.
Hey.
So we got, if we're gonna change Key Swap, JP, we got a whole lot of work to do, bro. We got a lot of things to change that
All
no
right.
longer exist.
What else can we change?
White supremacy.
Oh, sorry.
We start now.
Oh, wait. We're starting white
Yeah, we're
supremacy?
starting
we
right
all just,
here.
we all just paint. It's like, wait, what? No, wrong way, guys. Wrong way. We all put on. One of us is in blackface. One of us puts on like Cherokee war paint, and the other one just puts chiclets in the mouth. We're like, no more white supremacy. We're like, wait, guys, wrong way.
We're gonna change the name of the
Wrong way.
podcast to Look Inwards.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, we're going to cut that. We lost a sponsor on that one. Blue Chew.
I was about to say, who's the sponsor that you'd lose if you change it?
Lucia Bakehouse.
The pillow company, that guy that likes Trump. I can't remember his name.
Mattress Mac.
Yeah, that guy.
Well,
All right, here we go. So this is why I'm.
Yeah, no, we're
this
good.
is why I'm the fucking. They bring me back, folks.
yeah.
I got the hot riffs.
Yeah. We're just going to let AI do all the hashtags.
Well,
on this
we're in
one.
the room that we melted down to the ground last night. This place was hot.
It was kind of cold.
It's cold right now, but-
Yeah, so you're...
The show was good. It
was
was a
very
good
good.
show last night. It was full. I had 9 people I went to high school with.
Yes, that
was
was
crazy.
fun.
That was wild.
You had some good-looking female companions.
It actually is. They are a testament to drinking water.
Because
They weren't last
they're on the
night.
North
Because-
Shore.
Well, because all those girls that I grew
about
up with,
Katrina?
they're all in their mid 40s. Yeah, Katrina. Yes. And they can all swim. They got all the muscles. They're jacked from fucking wading out of that. But no, like they all look almost fucking identical to how they did last time I saw any of them when we were like 20. You know, because I was in high school. I was 42. No, because like a lot of them. I saw them in the years after high school, but I haven't seen 8 of those 9 girls in like a fucking quarter of a century.
And they look the same.
And they all look pretty similar. I'm like, none of your moms look like this when they were in their mid-40s. I'm like, drink water, drink it, chug it.
Hydrate, women.
Man,
But it was also a lot. It was also like if I knew they were there, I'd have been. I'm glad I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was just shocked, overwhelmed.
You didn't know like while you were on stage?
Not
awesome.
for a second. Yeah.
I had like 4 former coworkers in the crowd, and like one of them knew you, and it was like, oh man, this is weird. Like it was like a weird reunion of people. You had the high school, I had work. Yeah.
It's interesting when people from that far in the past come and see you as a comedian because, and I'm saying this, and I mean this with all due respect. What I'm about to say, because a lot of times if you do this or if you do any sort of creative endeavor in life, you're going to leave behind. Not leave behind. You're just going to go. Yeah. You're going to move to a different city. Your life's going to have to be in a different place for a while. And a lot of them, I could just talking to them, I was like, oh, they have not left this region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and I've had this happen before where like you meet people, not meet them, but you bump into people you grew up with who they're seeing you on stage. And it's great. You want to catch up and all. But then there's also this thing where like they can't seem to let go of who you were 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard for them to see you for who you are.
And it's hard for them to understand, like, you know, because one of the girls was like, we made you who you are, aren't we? Oh. Didn't we? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no.
No.
Was she on a bakery?
What are you, my writer? Like, what did you?
Nice, nice, man. JP.
I don't get it.
Bop.
Okay.
Bakery. She fed him who he is.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I was just trying.
That's good.
Thank you.
Damn, dude.
I don't know why it wasn't appreciated at this table.
Shout out, Lucy.
I don't think it should be edited out. I think that should be kept in to see why some people only come on this once.
We really don't edit. We say we edit, but we don't edit. I think we've edited like one thing.
There's clips of me going, hey, by the way, edit this out, and then it just goes, and it's just talking.
That should be the new name
so.
of this podcast.
Edit this out.
Cut that clip.
Cut that clip.
But it's just interesting because like there's like this thing where like people just don't like. I assume like if I saw someone I grew up with 25 years later, I would not be like, I made you who you are.
You have no idea who this person is now.
Things have changed, and like I'm like, I know I'm more public, and you can watch my shit, but I'm also like,
that's what it is.
You kind of like,
I see you on social media.
Yes, you remember me as like a fucking dorky stoner, like loudmouth stoner, but like you don't. A quarter of a century's gone by.
Yeah.
You don't know what's made me, but at the same time, I appreciate them coming, and it was cool to see them all. And it was wild how like 25 years has not done much damage.
No,
Water.
There's some talent on the North Shore, people.
Yeah, they had some lookers in there. I'll give them that.
Look at that. You should have seen them 20 years ago, bro.
Yeah.
I should have. I haven't seen them in 20 years. But it's also like I've had that before though over the years where like people will show up that I grew up with who are a problem in the audience. Like they were not a problem. They were awesome audience members. I've had to like throw out people I went to high school with.
Yeah,
I've had to like ask bouncers to be like, hey, just get them out of here.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing where like they can't believe that you're now this, you know, you've taken your life and turned it into this art. And they're just like, I'll never forget this. It was Carrollton Station in New Orleans, which now they have like a weekly open mic at.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. But like
oldest mic in Louisiana.
Pre-Katrina, it was not an open mic. It was like we just did a monthly show there, and it was always packed. It was awesome. And this wasn't even that long after high school. It was just like 5 years or so. But this fucking dude I grew up with, who I hadn't seen since high school, he showed up at the show, and the whole fucking time I'm on stage, he's like, not arguing, but just being like, wait, talk about...
Oh, no.
Talk about Darius's party. Like, he's trying to, like, get me to tell stories from our youth. Yeah. And he's also being like, wait, when you do that? Like, when I'm telling...
trying to have a conversation.
Yeah, and or he's just like...
You didn't own that, Acadiana.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, no, that wasn't your dog. That was Jeff's dog. And I'm like, fuck, you know? And it's like, dude, like... You can't, and afterward, I remember him being so like proud, like, nah, man, that was funny, bro. But and he's trying to be like, you should have told a story about Joey. And I'm like, oh, the 30-minute story about a guy that pooped his pants? Yeah, that 4 of us are gonna find funny is a funny story. But it's that kind of shit where you're like, they can't let go of who you like, that the fact that like you've now changed and become this new thing, and they're like, nah, but I knew you used to sleep on my mom's couch. And it's like, I know, when I was 16. Have you not changed?
I had family at our Toledano taping last year.
Ugh.
They completely ruined JP's set.
Really?
My aunt was right next to the camera, and like during my set, I would like say jokes about my daughter, and she'd be like, "She would do that," like right next to the fucking audio.
Dude, that's a thing, and it's such a harsh. JP kind of saw me in the throes of it last night, but like my aunt and uncle and my cousin were here last night, and I feel bad because like by the time I got out there to go to actually talk to people, they'd left clearly. But like I know they do not like what I do.
Right.
I know factually they're both very religious. They're both very like conservative and my cousin, I don't know so much. I don't know him that much. He's way younger than me, but like I know. But they come to like support. But I was telling JP, I'm like, but knowing you are there stresses me out more.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't like what I'm doing, and you're just taking up seats now, and that's mean to say because you appreciate support. But I've been like this for my whole fucking career. It's like if I don't want you to come because you think you have to come and support me. If you are the only reason you should ever come and see me do a fucking comedy show is because you like my comedy. That is it. I don't care for my fucking mom. My mom does love my comedy. But I'm saying, like, I've had cousins. I'm like, just don't come.
Yeah.
I know you don't like what I do.
If you can't handle me do Last Supper at the top and then talk for another hour after that. Then
Exactly. It's like they can't fucking. And like I've seen this my whole life with other people too. It's like people's family members show up and it's like they're bad audience members.
Yeah.
They talk through shit. Your girlfriend brings 9 of her friends and they're blackout shit faced and they want to sit up front and they talk the whole time. You're like, don't come. No. I don't. I'm. And I sound like a dick right now. I know because so many people are like, but support. I'm like, if your career at a certain point can't survive without the support of your fucking aunts and uncles,
that's a great point.
That's a bigger problem.
That's a great point.
You gotta push past, past that, bro.
That's a great point.
Sell your fucking. If you sell 126 tickets, which I think is what we sold last night, not bad for right after New Year's, and 124 of them are family, that's an issue.
This is a slump right now, too, I feel like.
124 of them are not family.
120 and we're in a slump.
No, the whole touring world is in a slump. It's kind of funny because the touring world is beautifully mirroring like societal class right now where you've either got people selling out arenas or doing 120 seaters on a Friday.
Yeah, billionaires or snap cards. That's,
and then you got a couple, you got a handful of fuckers out there doing theaters.
The 1%.
So I'm glad you said that because at Skankfest, all the comics were like, man, losing it on the road where no one making money. But I saw this 3 months ago, and I'm going to piggyback because I was going to mention this earlier. And I know you're at the Mothership in 2 weeks. But like 3 months ago, the Mothership started sending emails out. And I was like, I've never got an email.
Aren't sold out anymore.
Yeah, no. And it's like,
out.
we still got tickets. There was one, it was like $20 tickets. I'm like, what is going on? But that's when I started my slump here. And like the last 3 months have been October, November, December, brutal. Like brutal, like for sales. I had Fitzsimmons here, and he did, like 150 less tickets than he did the first time, and it was like, it's luckily, it's everywhere from Florida to Texas to everywhere else, but it's just I don't understand it right now. But I don't know if it's economy or just.
I think that's gotta be it, right? People don't want to spend money, and also the bubble's been kind of waiting to pop.
Yeah, the comedy bubble.
Things have been really good for a while.
Yeah. But then again,
2016 plus. All the way through COVID, things started getting good.
Yeah, and I mean, it's watered down, man. You got just too many, you got too many people. Like, the comedy industry has always had this problem, but now it's even worse. Of they just want to. The reason why, and I'm whatever. The 37 people that listen to this, you'll be informed of this. Like on the industry side, like the agencies are dying. Agents are dying. Managers are struggling, and it's because they made a decision 30 years ago, before I ever started, but 30 years ago, to become new obsessed. Everybody's trying to find the next thing, the new thing, the hot, young, whatever, when they should have been cultivating what they already had.
Right.
The industry was never grateful for what it always had. It was always on some grass is greener on the other side shit. So it's been chasing the new talent for over that, probably 50 years now. And the problem is they would throw all their weight behind comics who weren't ready to who couldn't carry it all.
Yeah.
And that person crumbles and falls down and has a renaissance a few years later. But I can name a few names, but I don't want to do that. But like
we were victim to one in August, and it's
what
a headliner that
it was like
his bubble burst, and so did he. And then it was kind of you still hasn't got that rebound, but it's that those new faces of they're hot at the moment for whatever.
Right.
Thank you, Kill Tony.
I don't. You get things like that. You have some legit people come out of that, but you have some that everyone ramps around them, and then it's gone.
That's gone, and like, or it was never there to begin with. Let's be honest.
That's
like
true.
A lot of people, there's a difference between being able to do a hot 10-minute set and actually being able to have what it takes to be an actual comedian, and like that takes years to harness. That takes years to hone, and for some people, some people figure it out in 5 years. Some people it takes fucking over 20.
That's right.
But if you got it, you got it. You could. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell if someone's got it, even if they're bad. The industry ignored that. They were like, doesn't matter if they're bad, they're hot. And I'm like, but that is going to fade.
But also you have the stability of that person, and it's not just the comedy on stage, but you throw in the substances, you throw in the mental issues and everything, and you see fucking people breaking quick,
And also, like, I mean, and this happens to a lot of people, and I think it's such a bad sign, and there's a few people we both know very personally who are doing this now, which I'm like, I think that's a bad play, but they figure out a thing that works, and they lean only into that thing.
It's like a gimmick.
And it becomes like, now you are going to burn out. We've all seen this. Like, once you like lack on to like the one thing that sells, I don't think, and I know this a lot of people do not agree with this, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck a lot of people. I'm still standing. You know what I'm saying? I say this. I'm going to say like, it should be about quality of ticket versus quantity of ticket. I think it should be about who you're selling to, not how many people you're selling to. All right? If I would rather sell 50,000 tickets a year to actual fans than 200,000 tickets a year to fanboy, fuckhead, basic idiots.
Right.
Who have no appreciation for what I do, who have no appreciation for what comedy is. They just saw me on a thing or listened to me on a podcast, and they're just like, oh, wow, it's the hot thing. And I've seen it. They just stare, and they're not really listening, and they laugh at key points, and they just shout back phrases from podcasts or whatever clip, and it's not a show, and the person's on stage just drivel. It's nothing. Versus, an actual genius, like a Rory Scovel, a guy like that who should be selling out, 2,000 seaters, but he's doing fine. He's selling out venues. But you watch a guy like that, and you're like, this is pure, great substance from start to finish. From the moment he opens his mouth till the moment he says goodnight, it's pure brilliance. But some people are too fucking stupid to get it. But he's doing kind of what we all need to be doing, where he doesn't care. He's focusing on his craft, and I think I've been shouting this for years. You focus on the craft and let it do the talking. Let it sell the tickets. Yeah, I only sold 120 something tickets in this room last night, but it was a fucking great show, and those were 120 people that didn't need to be papered or tricked into coming.
I opened for you in this room with 15 people though before. So like,
why you gotta bring that up?
Because we're here now, Sean. Because we're here now. That's my point.
Let's go to our sponsor, Better Health.
You son of a bitch! No, you're right. Yes, I remember it has been.
But like, you're climbing.
Yeah. And it's just, but I think the industry became too like hard on about, and it should have been. Focusing on what it already had and all the talent it already had and all the people that already represented and making it a more difficult thing to break into, because it should be difficult.
Yeah.
It should be.
It's hard. It's one of the hardest things.
Hard to pop off.
So hard.
When people pop off, yes, for every one Cam Patterson, because I do believe Cam Patterson is a natural talent. I think Cam was going to succeed regardless of where he was. He could have stayed in Orlando, and he would have fucking found a way, and he would have somehow popped and been on SNL. But for every Cam Patterson, you've got hundreds of non-Cam Pattersons.
Yeah.
And they will start finding gimmicks and little ways to get success here and there and pop off on TikTok or Instagram or fucking Snapchat or whatever, and they will become gimmicks, and they will do what whoever this person in August did to y'all. Burn you.
Yeah.
Because eventually people pay to come see it live, and they're like, oh, this person has no skill set. They just had that one clip that went viral.
That's gotta hurt. Even if you have stupid audiences.
That's why we're in a place we are now.
Even if you have stupid audience members who don't know any better. a number of audience members are going to be smart enough to see that they're not getting their money's worth.
Oh, yeah.
And they're never going to come back to a comedy club.
I mean, that's why so many people last night have seen you every time you hear, you know, because they keep coming back. And then if I bring back so-and-so, they'll keep coming and watch that comedian, you know. It's that the repeat customers is good, and it kind of goes back, we say, we don't paper the room. So I'm not just welcoming the general public in to sell wings, because that's not how we operate. Ours is strictly ticket-based. But I would rather have a great show rather than just have a bunch of people that now I got to kick out, you know. And we had this for whatever the was it Shane Torres show? Yeah. We had there was a group of people. They were all, no, it wasn't his show. It was Steve Burns' show. Group of people in the lobby, about 10 people drunk for a memorial for someone. They were hammered. They were pushing a cart around with alcohol. And I told the door guys, like, please don't let them in. And then I watched them all come in. I was like, this is going to be the worst thing ever. They had the best time because it was like a healing for them. And it's like, well, you proved me wrong. Other than that, I don't want you coming in because you don't even know there's comedy. And that here,
too many people are bad comedy audiences. Yeah. They don't know. They don't know what to do.
But a lot of people here don't go to comedy shows because there's no comedy shows. There hasn't been. You have to go to New Orleans. You have to go to Houston or somewhere. So, you know, that's the other little part we have to.
Well, y'all are, I mean, you know, from the outside looking in, no, y'all have built quite the thing here. The reputation is sterling. You know what I mean? Like, people outside of Louisiana know.
Yeah, I mean,
like there was a while where people were like coming here and just skipping over New Orleans.
Yeah.
For a while because nothing was there. I mean, I love New Orleans and I love the scene there, but for a while there just wasn't anything cohesive enough, and now there is. Now, for sure, with the sports drink and with the crew they got there, you've got an actual cohesive unit of comedians, and I hope it still continues to build. But that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone is so fucking obsessed with like the optics of where they perform. They're forgetting about the optics of what they're performing.
God, that's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Joke.
It's like, look, I'm doing the Mothership. It's great. You know, they reach out to me. I don't know Joe. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. But Adam, the booker, likes me, and I did it a year and a half ago. I'm doing it again in 2 weeks. It's a club to me, but I will still not. I know some people who treat it like a brick and mortar building should not be a defining moment in your career. I don't understand that mentality. I know people get past at the Cellar and they're like, I'm here. I'm like, where? What do you think happens now?
Yeah,
nothing changes unless you get better.
Right. You still haven't done nothing. You're not getting. This isn't your living.
And I'd hate to shock the world with this. It shouldn't shock anyone. Getting past at any club does not guarantee improvement.
No.
At fucking all.
Yeah.
There's a handful of comics.
They stall out at the Cellar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or they just become, in my opinion, worse comedians because they get too obsessed with trying to fit a mold that isn't real.
Yeah, it's like worse than plateauing.
Like they were funny and they were good and they were able to get past at a great club because they were good, but now they're so nervous once they're passing this club about keeping their status as a working comic at this club that they completely neuter themselves. They completely shave off all the little bumps that made them interesting. Yeah. They completely try and cram themselves into this mold of like a Cellar comic. I'm like, there's no such fucking thing. Yeah. A Cellar comic's just a good comic, but they ignore the good part, and they're like, now they're dressing differently. Now their materials become more basic and simple and cleaner. They worry about cleaning up, and now they're writing,
or like an international audience.
Right. They just and you're like, that sucks. And if the Cellar lost its liquor license tomorrow and had to close, does that mean comedy's closed? No, it's just a building. Now look, I love doing my sets there. I love the staff, and there's a lot of fucking awesome comics there, and it's an honor to be passed there. But I also, it's just a step. Mm-hmm. It's not the fucking conclusion.
And I think this is the first time I've heard someone talk like this, and it's actually really eye-opening because people like me actually do look at the Cellar as like, if I got past to the Cellar, that would be a big deal.
Yeah, it's an
big deal.
opportunity.
You're adding like a level. You're adding like a little level of perspective to it that I appreciate. Though.
Yeah.
Look,
but we don't get to see the comedians he's talk about that side of it. Those people who are growing, they're hot, and then that's it. And they plateau, and it's
dude. If you booked a comedy fest of comedians that didn't ever work the Cellar when they were living in New York or on the road up, and now only work it because they're famous, you'd have a pretty great comedy fest.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of very great comedians who don't fuck with this, who don't work the Cellar or the store, or at all. They just don't care. They're like, why? What do I need that for?
Yeah.
And they're great, and they're touring and they're selling out shows and they're selling shitloads of tickets a year, and it's like they just focused on the comedy. And like, you're right, but I'm gonna argue this: getting past at any club is an opportunity.
Yeah, you're right.
Any club is an opportunity.
It's all a
yes, the
stepping
Cellar
stone,
is a big word. It's got more attention on it, but nothing's different.
But the Cellar's also different. It's not like an improv where you go in there for the weekend. You're doing, two
you're only
shows
doing
Friday,
15
Saturday.
yeah, right.
So it's almost like
15-minute spots.
it's like a local showcase playground for any comic, unless you're a Chappelle and you just like take over 2 hours, But other than that, it's not a headlining thing. It's everyone's splitting a show.
Right.
Versus some like a regular improv or a Go Bananas or something like that. So it's different. So I get why some people wouldn't work it, but you would think they would work out there.
Yeah, but that's the problem. No one's working out there anymore.
Yeah.
That's a problem with
They're killing. They're trying to go there and
everyone's
kill.
trying to go there and do their
yeah.
fucking A game because everyone's terrified of not getting their spots there
That's
anymore.
got to be a problem.
It is a problem. It's a massive problem. And like that's what I'm saying. Like, look, again, I'm grateful to do my spots there, but like it is a level where like the staff, the people who actually run that place, they want to see you be funny. Right. They don't want to see you doing the same 15 fucking minutes for a year. They don't care. They want to see you up there taking risks, falling down. They want to see you fail a little bit so you can push and succeed then.
Yeah.
They want to see you take chances and take risks and be funny because that's also what made them a great club. What made them a great club was it was a place where you got good, you got to a level that you were good enough at comedy to where you could take risks and chances are it was still going to be funny. And it cultivated this audience that was like, ooh, I love stand-up. And they kept growing and growing. And then I think first it was Ray Romano who like popped off in the late 90s. And he was, and he wore a Comedy Cellar shirt on SNL. And that got them a fucking fuck ton of attention.
Yeah.
And then when for like the closing monologue, he was like, thank you all. It was a Comedy Cellar shirt. And then when Attell popped off in like the early aughts on Insomniac, he was a Cellar guy.
That's when I heard of
so
it.
So then the Cellar got all that attention, and then it was just kind of growing and growing. And then when Louis did Louis on FX, he filmed so much at the Cellar, and then that popped it off. And then Pete Holmes came around and filmed so much. And it was like, Pete, just get two people to wreck you. You don't have to have a whole you don't have to pitch a show and do 3 seasons on HBO to get past there.
Show.
But but Pete did it, and then Apatow does. So like it's grown and grown in lore. But it started with great comedians and great comedy lovers. Yeah. And now it's starting to become it's like a tourist destination.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I just
on both sides of the mic.
I just listened to Noam on a podcast and the owner of the Cellar, and he was talking about how many people they turn away in a week between all of them, and he says like 20,000 people. Because like the reservations, that room only holds 100 some change. I was just there in November.
Well, there's 4 rooms. There's 4 Cellar rooms. Now.
And so you got all these. You make the reservations. You don't buy the tickets. That's why the standby lines are longer than anything. So I mean, it is the major place in a major city. Plus, you got the Las Vegas location.
I can't get the idea out of my head that everything Pete Holmes did up until Crashing was all to get past at the Cellar. He became a Christian comic.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, dude. Like,
by the way, guys, I got a new TV show.
And like the Cellar's great, but like it's also New York fucking city, man. Like, there's so many other clubs. And a handful of them are also great. There's so many other bar shows. Like, I just don't understand that mentality of like. I mean, I do understand it. It's because they don't know any better. People move to New York and think that's it. Once you're past the Cellar, that's it. It's like it really isn't. Yeah. It just means you're now getting spots at a great club, but you now still got to prove yourself. And once again, just getting past there isn't going to do it.
But you're also not going to make a living off your spot pay over there.
Not just there.
Well, that's exactly what Sean was saying. It's like you haven't made it. Yeah. You still have to do work to figure out how to make it.
Yeah, and also that's the other thing I want to argue with people too. Like you can definitely in New York City. I think it's the only maybe London's the only other city that you could do this in, but New York for sure. Just on spot pay, from not just the Cellar, all the if you can make a living just doing spots in New York, but the type of comedian you have to become to make a living off of solely doing spot pay in New York, I don't know. That's not the kind of comedian I want to be. You have to become a pure crowd work, willing to host. Yeah, and it's great. And if that's
you're hustling
lots of jokes.
To some people, they got into this for that reason, and I do not disparage that. If you want to fucking get up there and you want to host 4 nights a week, and then you want to do crowd work, and you want to do 7 spots a night, and you're doing that, you're doing them to make a living. in New York, off spot pay only, you are hosting at least 4 nights a week, all night.
Yeah.
At multiple clubs, and then the night you're not hosting, you're doing 5-6 spots a night at mainly later night spots and mainly in front of all tourists who just want to be crowd work. And like, look, some guys want that, and I got nothing bad to say, but you're not an artist anymore. Like that's I guess that's the only thing. You're not creating an art form.
Sacrificing your art.
Yeah, you're becoming a technician, and that's great if that's what you want. I know some comics in that world who do it. And they do it well, and they're very fucking happy doing it, and they make their living, and they don't have to go on the road constantly, and good for them.
Yeah.
You know, to each their own. But, like, I don't know. I did not move. I did not become a comedian to become an employee of one establishment.
No way.
You know what I'm saying?
No way.
And I think some people just stop looking at or stop realizing, like, man, it's never about it should not be about the venue. It should be about you, the performer, what you can do, what you are capable of. We make the venues. The venues do not make us.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I like that.
And
I
up.
love that.
And back and forward.
Yeah, and in my
side
pants.
to side. And on that is that where your hand is? Is that where your other hand's been?
You can't see it.
It was going so well, and then
Tyler had his Atlantis Morissette Tourette's.
Yeah.
So I've got one hand on the mic, and the other one's diddling my tiny pecker. Huge pecker,
You
actually.
need to stop looking over me in the bathroom, Sean. I told you this last time you were here.
You do have you got a big dick. I can both you boys. That's why you sit me in the
Can you
middle.
tell? It's the chain, isn't
Yeah,
it?
thank you for that clip last night. That was great.
For the chain. Oh yeah. What'd I call you last night? The type 2 chains?
Yeah. You also. My middle name is James, so you were like Tyler Chains Arceneaux. He didn't.
Oh yeah. Arceneaux, he didn't. That's Tyler's.
Sassy black character.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Tyler on. Oh no. That was Tyler Arno. Wait. Tyler Arno. Wait.
Arceneaux.
I start bleeding.
Like 11 from Stranger Things.
If I start bleeding, it's not because I have telekinesis.
Yeah.
It's
You stayed out a little too late. That's right.
Tyler Arceneaux. What the fuck? Tyler Arceneaux. I didn't. What? Pronounce his name? No, I didn't.
We walked into the Loose Caboose last night, and there was a drag queen on the microphone, and she was like, "Local legend comedian Tyler Arceneaux just walked in here," and I look at Sean, and I'm like, I'm like standing next to Sean Patton.
Yeah, you bro. I'm hiding. I'm hiding behind the pole.
He put that in the chat. I'm like, it is the loose caboose.
Yeah.
Like it's it's like walking into any. I mean, if you walk in any buffet place.
We had a good time.
I mean, the second place we went.
The Freetown Boom Boom Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, they closed down the bar and let us hang out late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even hang out that
It
late.
was like 3.
Was it?
Yeah, we were there for an hour after.
Never mind. Never mind. Tells you what my lifestyle's all about.
So we saw each other a month or so ago at Skankfest. How did it go for you?
I mean, it was kind of a blur. It was like because I 3 days before it started, found out we weren't getting season 3 of English Teacher, which was bummer. But I've said this 1,000 times. Like, if you'd have told me the day I booked the pilot that we were going to get 2 full seasons,
You still do it.
and people were going to watch it, I'd have been ecstatic.
Yeah.
So
People
it's like,
love it.
Yeah, I do. I love it. It was
I
awesome
think it's
to do.
hilarious.
It was a bummer to get canceled, but it was all business, and that's the business, and
It is.
on to the next.
Yeah.
Like on to the next, I say.
Yeah.
Because that's the attitude you got to have in this business. Like, it sucks that it's gone, but what we made was great. All 18 episodes are fucking great, and everyone's awesome. And I got friends I've made now for life.
Hell yeah.
So
Did you get to keep
on
any?
to the next.
Did you get to keep any of the clothes?
Yeah.
The jacket and everything?
Not all of it, but I mean, they would always let me walk off set.
Did you
with
notice an obvious boost in ticket sales from that?
Well, it was a boost in quality over quantity. It was a boost.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a boost
That's
in
incredible.
it was a boost in a type of audience member where
Yes.
it wasn't
a real fan.
Right. It wasn't like the numbers were suddenly fucking outrageous, but it was they improved, and then the shows improved because the type of person that watches English Teacher, whether they knew I was a comedian or not, has an actual sense of humor.
Great.
And
Yeah.
and has like a more open mind. It was
perfect.
And it went from being like, oh, here's. Like that's been a thing lately is I've been just doing more clubs where they're like, we're not going to paper the room. And I'm like, great. And then tickets still sell, which is great. And then you realize, like, how long have I been doing papered rooms?
For no reason.
And then you realize, a long time. And but that's also the nature of the biz. Like, but yeah, like, I'm very grateful I got to do that show, and I'm very grateful that it's still out there for people to watch, and on to the next.
We had Chris Fairbanks. I think this is right before COVID, and he had a similar thing, but from his podcast, because he has that Making a Murderer thing with Karen. I forget her name. Okay. It's huge podcast. One of the top murder mystery podcasts. But we're out at the bar, and I was like, "How's that change for you?" And he goes, "Just watch." He goes, "Look for the people that don't look like they've ever been to a comedy show," and he goes, "And watch." He goes, "And they may have a gift card for me, like to Starbucks." And they're not going to make eye contact. They're going to slide it over and be like, "Here you go," and almost not talk. And I was like, "What?" And as soon as he said that, these girls are like, "Hey," and they just slid it over.
Yeah.
And then, like, they end up hanging out after the show. But he goes, "Yeah, I get a lot of podcast people who only know me from the podcast."
They're all
and they're like,
autistic.
"Oh, you do comedy?" And they come and they watch it. And, and Chris is a little out there, He's got a great.
Chris.
He's very unique. He's
Love
like a
Chris.
Rory,
Yeah, I love
And
Fairbanks,
I was like, "Oh my God!" But that was his little boost, kind of like from the
I
TV
was
show.
actually, I saw him like a year ago in New York for the first time in a long time, and I was happy to see him making it too. You know what I mean? Because that's always a guy who, like, when I, first left Louisiana and went to LA first, and he in 06, I met him and like Jeselnik and Kanane and a few other guys, Andy Ritchie, R.I.P. And did I say Kyle? Yeah, Kanane,
Yeah.
no beard. No beard, cigarette smoking.
Wow.
But Fairbanks, I remember just being like the guy who I back then was just like, how's that guy not going to be fucking the biggest comedian in the world in 30 minutes?
Yeah.
By the end of this set, he's going to be the biggest comedian.
His first album is so just wacky. It's totally different than,
But so just funny and fucking out there. And like, I mean, dude, I remember one time, if you don't know Chris Fairbanks, look him up. Because I think he's doing pretty fucking well now.
Yeah.
I think he's probably sold more than 121 tickets. But like
26.
There you go, 26. But he fucking. I remember one year at the Bridgetown Comedy Fest, early Bridgetown. It was in Portland. Awesome fest. We're going to the after party, which was at this big warehouse. And Chris was, I don't know if he was fucked up, but he just jumped into the dumpster because it was an old art house, so it wasn't like. The dumpster was not full of trash. It was full of just like old woodworking material. And he jumped in the dumpster and just started throwing random shit out of the dumpster onto this like landing. We were like, what the fuck is he doing? And then we're just rooting him on because we're all trash. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. And then he basically comes out of the dumpster and essentially builds like a Trojan horse. Like builds like a fucking suit of armor out of old wood. And basically just covers himself in it, and his whole thing is he's trying to move into the party, and no one noticed.
What?
But he's just wearing pieces of wood and like
dripping
and like sheet metal and like sheetrock, and it's like no, don't talk to me. No one talk to me. You're ruining the whole damn thing. And he's just trying to like move into this party and freeze, and we're like. Does he want people to sit on him? Does he want people to touch him or think he's art? But it didn't matter. Like anytime, like Chris, like stop talking to me, and he just it was so fucking funny.
What a bit.
And you don't see anybody doing bits anymore because you don't have people who think in bits anymore. You got people who are just like fucking too busy trying to get their social media.
You did one last night.
Bullshit.
Everyone's partying, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, Sean's moving slow motion through the crowd like this.
Yeah, bits are the best, dude.
Dude, it was so funny. I just look over and Sean's doing this.
Slow motion walking, bro.
So
It's hard to do.
It was so good.
But yeah, like I mean, I feel like comedy got too cool. And it was never supposed to be cool. Comedy was only supposed to be cool because it was comedy. See what I'm saying? Like, comedy is not supposed to become cool.
Now it's actually a cool thing.
It's supposed to become funny.
Now bros,
It's like, but then there's too many comics out there proving them right. There's too many guys sitting on stools and being jacked and, like, talking about, like, me and my girl and talking about their wives and bring your wife and kid on stage. Really?
Rich Voss,
really?
You hear that?
Every fucking comedian. I mean, Jesus
yeah.
Christ. It's just like, I mean, sure, but
Oh,
like,
you mean his funnier wife? Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Well, he's bringing his wife on stage because he's hosting.
Yeah. It was the legend
because he's
show.
opening for her.
Oh, I love Rich so much.
But no, Rich is.
I met Bonnie for the first time at Skankfest, and he introduced me.
Great,
And she's like, JP? I said, I'm his caretaker when he's in Louisiana. And she's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. It should be. I don't know. Just get back to where it's fucking about being funny and who gives a shit about anything else, and then quality. But yes, if the bubble's bursting right now, we're fine. We're fine because none of us. I don't think anybody at this table, but I also know like, I don't think any real comedian ever thought anything more starting out than I just want to be great at this.
That's it.
Yeah.
I still every day, and
You know
I
what
tell
I mean?
that's what I tell the young ones. I'm like,
Yeah,
focus on
yeah.
the art. All the other BS, leave it aside.
There's
But
too,
write
there's
your
too
next
many
joke.
too many clip people and want to be this
Oh
and
my god! When micers are trying to film themselves to
And
get a
that's-
dude, it's like, what are you? You're not funny yet.
and the themes,
Focus on the art.
not the theme people, but like the character people, and
Yeah.
you go look at their Instagram and it's just all them doing skits and there's no stand up, and it's just so maybe some of those will fall off. I don't know.
It is. I do think there is a small part of it that is like social media does help. There are good comedians who get a pop off
Yeah,
social media
sure.
that deserve it. Ariel Elias,
Sure.
my favorite example.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well deserved fucking pop. She was incredible. She can hold her own. She can do
Well,
an
it wasn't
hour.
a pop. It was a beer.
Good point. Yes.
A pop.
Fair.
Well, my grandpa called
Like
them
I'm from
pops.
the north.
You're
Yeah, yeah.
so northern
It's a
now.
pop.
What is this?
A cold pop.
A cold
There you
pop.
go,
I almost
there you
didn't
go.
get it. That was so foreign to me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, yes, it helps for some people, but also I think it's just like
Mostly bad.
My biggest fear is people like me who, not comedians solely, but people who are running shows
Yeah.
is hanging on because it's brutal because when
Yeah.
you're not making it and you're holding guarantees and paying people and
Oh,
paying
God,
for
yeah.
expenses,
Right.
the last 3 months sucked, and it was like at least we begin this year with what was last night. Tonight's
Okay.
going to be good. It's I call it in the green. Green or better is what I want to do. Break even or better because it keeps it going, and it's mainly for the people coming in. I want to take care of the comics, but also you want good shows, and
Right.
for a while it was not. So
Right.
not the comedians. It's just the audience was lacking. We had some killer shows here with 40 people, and they were great. But it's you still want more because hey, there's the business side of this for the comedian who's touring, flying in from New York or L.A.
Who's the guy who came with Chris Ivy?
Joe Zimmerman.
He's so good.
oh, Zimmerman.
Yeah.
There was no one here,
Yeah,
and he put on
Zimmerman's
a
great.
fucking an hour clinic on comedy. It was incredible, and no one was here to
Zimmerman's
see
great.
it.
Yeah, I mean, for Fitzsimmons, we had way less than the first time he was here, and the dude did like an hour and 20 minutes because he just had a great time.
Yeah.
But that crowd was into
Because
everything.
when you watch a guy like Greg, you're like, oh, he still loves it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Of course
yeah.
he's great.
Exactly.
Of course he's great. He still fucking
He's
loves it.
never
And
gonna
you're like,
phone it in.
Oh, he's so great. He's one of those. But that's what I'm saying. Like, be a Greg Fitzsimmons instead of and I can list off 40 names right now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to talk as much.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to give fuck faces any more of my energy in 2026. You know what I'm saying? Even
Leave the fuck faces
Even
in
saying their name
2025.
out loud to a podcast is not
So
worth anyone's time.
I'm glad you said that. We do a segment on here since we started the podcast called Hack Watch.
Right.
All right, and it's basically us venting about the regional people
this isn't a bit? This isn't a bit?
No. It's normally like we take a second to be like, let's bitch about something.
We're essentially
Okay.
doing what you're doing. We're not naming names
Okay.
but they know who.
But we talk about like this is a hacky thing to do in comedy. I
Oh,
hate
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
But then
this.
it's something that we know everyone knows who it is. So
Get off the fucking stool. You're a goddamn perform.
He takes pictures of every person.
Perform.
He takes pictures of every person who sits on a stool.
and actually
Get off the fuck. Unless you have to sit on a stool.
Yeah.
Unless you are fucking 58 years old and you've got a bum knee and standing hurts.
Yeah.
Or sit on the stool. But if you're
Zach Amico, you get the stool, dog.
love you, buddy.
You get a chair.
Yeah, you get the stool and the chair you bring backstage and the.
So there's one comic that I share pictures with religiously, and it's Terrence Delane. And no matter where he's at, if he sees someone on the stool, I get it. And I'll wake up and it's 1 a.m. and it's
Yeah.
and it's even funnier when it's a white guy.
It's
yeah.
mostly white guys
Yeah.
these days. But get off the fucking get off the stool.
You're too comfortable right now.
Well, it's also just such a dumb, pretentious demeanor.
Yeah.
Like you're like Atlas. What's his name? The guy sitting like you're such a fucking thinker that you got to sit down. Shut the fuck up.
Have you ever just done it in
Move.
the moment though? Felt like it was the right
when I
thing
was
to do?
doing like a bit, when I was making like a
You were making fun of it.
not making fun of sitting on the stool, but using it to
Yeah,
use
exactly.
the stool.
Yes.
Did you make love to
Use
it?
the stool. No, don't hump it.
Okay.
Don't
do
hump
not
it.
hump the stool or sit on the stool. Use it.
Yeah.
Keep your dick away from it.
Yeah.
If I have to hump on stage, I hump away from the stool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, no, use the stool. It's there for a reason. But people like just sitting on it.
Nah. I like to put a foot up on it every
fuck
now and
outta
then.
here. Like,
Lean on it a little
perform. Perform. There's my other thing. You're like perform. You're performing. You have to be fucking engaging. Like
Yeah.
just standing there with your fucking hand in your pocket. Take your hand out of your fucking pocket. Jesus Christ. I've seen so much of that in the past year.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, those like people don't know how to deliver
Are you
a
bored?
joke.
And also, like, be grateful that you can do this. Like, I hate this fucking mindset of these fucking idiots.
They're too cool to do
almost
it.
act like they're like burdened by their talent. Burdened by all this talent, and I have to share my thoughts and ideas for a living. Fuck you. Be grateful you can fucking do it, man. Like that's what greatness is. Every great comic is grateful that they can fucking do it. Yeah, you go through your times where you're like, ugh, and you're stressed out, and you don't want to talk to your aunt and uncle afterwards because you know they hated the show, and you kind of want to just have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe sometimes upwards of 30 minutes alone after the show because you just open yourself up to the max level of vulnerability, and you like need to kind of like repack all that so you can look at people eye to eye on a personal level. Yes, that's fine. But for Christ's sake, that doesn't mean you're not grateful. Stay grateful. Stay fucking loving
I say
it.
it all the time. We're so lucky to do this.
So
I love it.
we're changing our. We just had a discussion. We're no longer doing Hack Watch. We're doing.
Oh, damn, you just let me go.
Yeah, no,
you
that's
just let
great.
me unload.
Yeah, we now do a segment called Black Watch.
Jesus Christ. It's called Female Watch. Go.
It's also the same people that sit on a stool. Anyway, but we talked about being positive, so we're doing anti-Hack Watch. We're gonna find something else where instead of bitching about each episode, what we don't like, we're gonna start praising what we see people doing right. You know,
New year, new us.
Yeah.
We need a clever name for it. Black Watch isn't going to work.
Yeah, I'd never agreed on that.
It's my favorite
Sorry.
one, but it doesn't
I know
make
we're
sense.
all wearing black, but
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so.
It's like there's no way you can spin it where it doesn't get immediately racist somehow.
Well, if we just name black comedians and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's also like why are you making a list
We
of
made
black
a list,
comedians?
guys.
Why?
What's the list for?
Yeah. We also have Jew Watch and oh God. So anyway, so I'm glad we're not giving the negatives, the hacks. We're not giving them attention anymore. We're going positive this year.
Yeah, don't give them.
It's gonna last one episode.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
We'll see how long we.
By the end, it's not gonna last this episode.
Yeah.
I think just take risks. That's what I love watching, man. I don't listen. Crowd work is done.
I'm so over it.
Crowd work is oftentimes not funny. Oftentimes, the only reason crowd work works is because an audience is in a herd mentality, all right? So, like, if someone else is getting talked to on stage, you are feeling subconsciously the same anxiety they are feeling or excitement they are feeling. It's herd mentality. Everyone is sort of in the same thing. When one person is getting talked to, you're like, if they can get talked to or picked on, I can get talked to / picked on. That's why if the comedian says anything that makes any sense and just isn't shitty, it gets a huge pop.
Yeah, way bigger than normal. Like,
And it's herd mentality. It's
As big
a
as a good
release,
joke.
a release
As big
of
as an
tension.
actual good joke.
And sometimes just yes, I've seen great crowd work, but that is fewer and far between, if you ask me. And behind the scenes, a lot of times that great crowd work is something that performers already said.
Yo, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, dude,
we had
Big J.
We had
Big
Ian,
J's genius.
We
Right.
had Ian Bagg, and everyone's like,
Ian's
he didn't do a
great. He's
single
one of the-
joke. I'm like,
he's
you
one of
don't
the best.
understand. Like,
Yeah.
this is how his form works.
Todd
like,
Barry, he
people,
does it too.
people think Stanhope is just like rambling. I'm like, no, you don't. But
He
it's
writes
that
like that,
outside
yeah.
perspective.
Right.
Like, you're not a comedy nerd realizing like what they're doing. You know,
And like,
but,
I don't care what the fucking couple up front is doing. I don't care if they're gay or straight, if they're dating or not, if they're friends or not. It's so lame. Take a risk and show me your ideas. Like, and this is a simultaneous, still bitching about a hacky thing, but also to highlight a positive thing. Like, if your material's not working, if you're bombing, switching to crowd work is lame. Just stop. Stop letting your ego drive the moment on stage and let the artist in you drive that moment. So, okay, you're 8 minutes into a 15-minute set, it's not going well, right? A lot of instincts there are going to be to save the set, to switch into crowd work, or to overly comment about buyer bomb. Let that go. Stop commenting.
Stop apologizing.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Or stop being like, well, that didn't work. I mean, I get it if you got to do it once. You're going to do it once
Get a
out of
little pop,
reaction.
yeah.
But stop making that the thing. Own it. I'm telling you, as someone who's been doing this for over 20 years, nothing will gain every comedian and comedy lovers respect in that audience than someone who owns the bomb, who just fuck it, chin high, stays the course, takes bigger risks, realizes you're not going to save the set by doing a fucking joke from a Fallon set 10 years ago, or start doing crowd work. Yeah, you'll get a pop, but
Also,
then you're gonna get off stage and be like, well,
what
that
happens?
sucked. Right.
What happens if you save the set? What good did you get out of saving the set?
Whereas anyone who actually appreciates the art form, or is a booker, like someone who books comedy, isn't going to watch you bomb and then watch you save the set with shitty crowd work and go, well, I got to get that person. But they will watch you bomb, and then maybe something comes out the other end and go, I got to keep my eye on that person.
Yeah.
And other comics will watch and be like, that was fucking bold. And who knows, maybe if you lean into the bomb right at the end, you find something.
Yeah.
You say something that you've never said on stage before, and it works in that moment, and now you've got a brand new fucking bit, and everyone saw it happen in real time, and will remember that and go, holy shit, that's great, because you took a risk.
They saw the birth of it.
Because you took a fucking risk. Like, take more risks.
And you don't have to attack an audience member because your joke failed, you know?
Right.
So.
You're really good at that, because sometimes you'll present a premise that the crowd's kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about, Sean? And you're like, guys, we will get there.
Yeah.
And you take your time and you get them there.
It's my
and
favorite
too
thing
many
to do.
people are bailing, and you're right.
Yeah, my favorite fucking thing in the world, as like my favorite laugh in the world is the laugh. It sounds like this. It's like a where the person
yanked it out of them.
Well, they had no clue where they were going, and then suddenly it all came together right then and there. That's my favorite moment.
Yeah.
It's the best laugh. And you know what? Here's the thing you got to accept. 80% of the time, that laugh only comes from about half the audience. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I think too many people are looking at an audience as like a hive mind. Like, you have to have them all or you got none. It's like, no. You'll be able to identify pretty quickly how much of that audience is in you. Stay with them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying ignore. I'm not saying ignore the people who aren't in you, but kind of ignore them or let them catch up at their own speed. Because I've also had that happen where someone is just sitting. Happened last night. There's a fucking dude right there, just sitting cross-armed at the end, had a mustache. He could have either been super gay or super conservative. It was that look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, that guy's either sucks so much dick or sucks so much dick in private. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. He either does
Either way.
Yeah. He's on one side of the glory hole or the other. Or probably both. But he was just the whole time. And I was like, it's all right. Not going to acknowledge it. I'm just going to fucking plow through, keep doing my thing. And it was during the bit about the sperm thing, where when I hit that last line, it broke him right there.
Yeah.
Like, and he just unleashed this like huge laugh, and I was like, he's going to remember this set more than most, because he wasn't into it for the first 42 minutes.
That's crazy.
And then it popped. Then it popped him hard. And it was like, that to me is more work than making people just go, ha, ha, ha.
Right.
Ha,
Even if they're doing that the whole time.
Ha, ha, ha. And then every now and again,
Yeah.
ha, 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 ha.
Waiting to get out.
Just, ha, ha.
They're not the comedy fans. Yeah. They're not
I
comedy
want the
fans.
people who sit and listen and then, oh, shit. Because that's how I watch comedy. I'm like, challenge me.
Yeah.
Make me think in a way I've never thought before.
For me to audibly laugh takes a lot.
Yeah.
And last night you hit me so hard with
sweet.
the
Whose pussy is this? That was the one that I saw you lose your mind.
That was the one that
yeah.
it hit me. I had to.
But it's when the lights. It's when he turns the lights on, right?
No, the only time you should ask that is if you're at a
in an
blind
orgy. That
or
line,
something.
yeah.
Whatever it was. Or
Poorly lit orgy.
A poorly lit orgy. I stopped. I put my camera down. I picked up my phone. I texted my wife, and I was like, I need to share this with someone. I can't audibly say it, and then and that was it. And that was our exchange. So
thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad your wife and I have this relationship.
Yeah,
I was like, here's a joke, Sean, about pussies. I love it, dude.
Andrea?
Well, we'll get you out of here. Thank you for being back with us. Love you to death.
Yeah, man.
Love
First
y'all.
two-time
Love y'all.
guest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first 2 time.
Yeah.
8-time returning
Eight-time
champion.
Jesus
champion.
Christ.
JP's was the first time, and every other place is
The
what?
hookah lounge. Man.
Wait, JP's was the first one, and every other time was here, huh?
No.
Beer garden once.
Beer
Beer
garden
garden
once. And then I feel like there was one other.
No green room,
No.
Might have been. I mean, I can look at my notes and tell you, but yeah, it might have been one time JP's, one time Beer
Beer
Garden,
Garden,
and
the
then
rest
every
rest
time.
here.
But this
Yeah.
place is great. I love this room. So.
You did one of the first shows here, I feel like.
This room is
early
probably
so, yeah.
headlining in like 2016, maybe 2017.
No, this room is fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's on the horizon for you? Just
touring pretty nonstop, and just working on this next hour because I've taken my time. Oh, there you go. There's another simultaneous dig, but also praise. Like, put out an hour that fucking means something.
oh.
Yeah, specials aren't special anymore.
Don't just pump it out because you feel like you
I say this all the time.
Like,
Specials are not special.
Put out something that means something. Like, make it a special. Like, that's why. Like, it's been 4 years since I did my last special.
Yeah.
For a
Has it
reason.
really?
Since I recorded my last
Number
one.
one? Jesus.
No, yeah, but for a reason. I've
Yeah.
got material, but I'm like, it needs to be the right combination.
Thank you so much.
In the right order, built the right way, and filmed the right way.
There's
I'm
been a
so
few.
Taking my
happy.
time.
I'm
And
so
2
happy.
years and 2 seasons of English teacher will distract you.
Yeah.
But like,
There's
you
been
know,
a few recent big specials put out recently, and one of them I just couldn't make it through it. I was like, this is so boring.
There's a lot of them that are just not. No one cares. It's like, oh, you got to
Yeah.
put one out. Like, take your time,
Yeah.
do it right, and fucking make a great special. That's what I'm trying to.
That's so frustrating.
That's a big thing on the horizon for me is working on this next hour, and
here's
auditioning and writing and filming and doing as much as I can now. Like, we're still doing it, and that's the beauty of this world right now. We're in it, doing it. Keep fucking going.
Do you have any scripts that you're working on?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I got it.
I would love to see something like that come to fruition from you.
Me
Fuck
too,
yeah, dude.
buddy.
yeah.
That would be incredible.
Let's sell that Cuban links chain.
Let's
Make it happen.
go, dude.
Finance the whole thing, dude.
I got bad news for you.
$25 Amazon chain.
I got
What if he sells it and it's like it was just a mishap at the factory and it's like
Yeah.
actually 24 karat
like
gold.
full gold.
Yeah. It's like somehow but it's like a rare gold from this one mine that they thought was shut down, so it's worth quadruple. So it's like, I got actually good news. Club 337's no longer going to be in a hotel lobby.
Uncut Gems 2.
And 3.
And 3. I got a favor request.
Yes.
When are you going to do merch? I need a
I
Sean
know, dude.
Patton shirt.
I do.
Let's
I need to
Never
figure
had
that
merch?
out.
let's take
Interesting.
Yeah, like
I
I know
can't
you
sell
love.
it. I can't do it.
You
I've
can't pedal
tried.
it. You're worried
I've
about pedaling,
tried.
but
I
you
can't do it.
Why don't you just put it online and let it sit there?
I need to do it.
And then you
I
don't
need
you don't
to
have to sell it. Just let it sit
No,
online.
I need to do it. You're right.
There's
I have
some
no more
that like you
excuses.
can, it's made to order. I'll
Yeah.
send you all that. But like I need a
Yeah, JP
I
don't
I
really
need a
pedal shit.
Sean Patton shirt.
I would
Like,
love to. If you want that now, you can go to dirtycoast.com and get
Yeah,
the
the
Scuttlebutt
Scuttlebutt
shirt,
shirt, yeah.
which is a collab, and they're about to release a new batch.
Nice.
But there'll be something.
Let's take your
I
face
wanna
and
get
recreate this
I
Deftones
want to get this
shirt.
Deftones T-shirt.
This Deft ones.
Did that upset you?
I just love watching you love your own joke so much. That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
He's putting this
Yeah.
out as a special. Yeah.
You've got forearm tattoos. Like you don't know how to say Deftones.
It's true. Yeah, big fan.
Deaf ones.
Def ones.
It's like hot ones, but what?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll get.
But they just wear thicker and thicker earmuffs.
What?
Like, no, this is great.
Oh, spicy. Oh God.
Thank you both
well,
for
we
having
have.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love you, man.
Love y'all
you.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you tonight.
Cool.
Later.
And we are back, man. What a good episode.
That was awesome. That
Yeah.
was a great interview with Sean.
Look,
Once again.
I tell him like, look, you get 20, 25 minutes. Let's chat. That was almost an hour. He went off.
Yeah,
it was great,
you
man.
let it. He did it last time too. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Know if you remember the interview last time, but he did something similar. He just took
Yeah.
the reins. We had a fun time.
Yeah, he goes deep into it. The stuff about the cellar was kind of cool.
I
you
love
know?
that. Yeah, new perspective. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
but I mean, that's their playground. It's almost like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When you move to Texas, and you're like, oh, this club is my thing, or you're in L.A. This is the pinnacle of what I can do. But it's like, oh, okay. Well, once you get it, what are you gonna do with it? It's kind of like
Yeah.
a comedian who's headlining clubs, and then you move up to theaters. Well, I can't get any bigger in theaters. Then you're doing
Well, I guess it
Freaking
works
arenas,
at every
you know?
level like that, right?
yeah.
When you're at the open mic and you do well for the first time, what are you gonna do with that?
I mean,
You got to keep doing it.
yeah, you got to keep doing it.
It's like it's like the work never stops, which is crazy because I'm tired, JP. I'm dying down here.
Yeah, well, it's probably your cholesterol, but all right.
That's on the way down. We're
man,
trying down here.
It was such a good time with Sean. So we had him here.
so much fun.
That show was great. And then next night, you want to talk about a hot crowd.
How was Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge, we sold 5 less than here, which over there
That's
is
crazy. That's a full-ass room.
we were 4 away from a full sellout over there.
Yeah.
And if you count the comedians that were there watching
Just
the
hanging,
show,
yeah.
we were essentially
Over
we were
capacity.
Over.
Don't tell the fire department.
That crowd was so hot, so good, man.
Tell the fire department.
Yeah, my 7th grade. Well, I was in 8th grade. She was in 7th grade. My ex-girlfriend from junior high showed up.
Yeah?
Yeah,
She
didn't
tastes good?
recognize me. What? Come, my no one watches this.
Yeah, I was about to say your wife doesn't listen to this.
She doesn't listen.
Don't you dare lie to me.
She's gonna hear me editing, and she comes from the living room. She's going, "Hey, what did Tyler say?" Anyway, no, it was cool to see her. I was like, "Whoa!" And it's cool. She's been married just as long as me, and she's got kids. Lives in Baton Rouge, so it was kind of cool. And her husband went to school with Sean, so it was this, crazy thing.
He's from the Slidell.
Just something, yeah. So that was cool. The crowd was hot as freaking.
How'd the openers
can be.
do? Terrence?
Terrence, great. It was just me and Terrence because the
yeah.
other guy ended up not making it. So yeah, everything was freaking great. Had a good hang after. Just talked, chatted, had some good beers. Rally Cap, love them. We're bringing Stone versus Drunk versus Sober back there beginning of February. And then, of course, Mike Cannon in March and Sam Talent May 1st over there. So
Yeah.
love Rally Cap, man. Love it.
Try to hop on some of
I
those.
did fix the sound because, it's a big room and it echoes a lot.
Yeah, it does.
I brought a 3rd speaker, so the entrance to the brew room, and they had that little water cooler right there, that little doorway. I put a speaker. We stacked 2 kegs up, put a piece of wood, put a speaker right there. Total difference.
Yeah.
Just filled that room
Because
up.
it probably stopped that hollow sound at the top. Yeah.
It filled it in, and I shot that one right at the bar. The other one went center. It was really good. So they have a little small speaker. I'm thinking about putting it where the garage door is at, just to have like a full. But man, like
Baton Rouge, a little upgrade for your ear pussies.
oh boy! Again, my wife doesn't listen. So last episode came out December 1st with old Shane Torres and Isaac Cozell.
That was a fun one.
That was a good episode. We both got back from Skankfest. I got back from New York. So we had the whole month of December to talk. What was up?
Man. Well, I went to Houston in early December, and speak of the devil, I took.
My wife does not listen to this. Oh, different devil. I'm sorry.
Speak of Andrea, don't listen.
Don't listen.
I brought Terrence Delane to Houston with me, who he had been to Houston before, but not in a while. And
I assumed he did.
Things change. Producers change, the way you get shows change. So it was a great experience for him to go with somebody who has done it a lot recently. Really just, I got him on all the shows that I did. We did 4 shows on a Friday.
Nice.
We did
all Seeker Group?
Seeker Group and Riot.
Nice.
And we did an early show on Saturday and came back home.
Damn.
So 5 shows in 24 hours and was home in bed Saturday night.
That's crazy.
Awesome. It was great. We did a Don't Tell ripoff. I think it was called Next Level Comedy or Level Up Comedy, something like that.
It's called You Saying Shit.
But they sold out 100 plus seats. Whatever, they got a mailing list the Don't
There
Tell
you go.
people, and it
What's
works.
it called again?
Next Level Comedy.
Okay.
Maybe? It was in Santa Fe, Texas, not to be confused with Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Louisiana. Oh,
Famous for being where Santa
Monica by Everclear.
This joke ain't going
Okay,
nowhere.
yeah.
Where Santa Fe.
All right, Andrea, please listen and help.
Andrea, call in. So Houston was incredible.
Nice.
Shout out to Terrence, he crushed. What I loved about that weekend is I took one of my newer jokes there, and I played with it all weekend. There was one specific joke I did.
Like a child.
Yeah.
Ooh,
you little goosey goo. You little motherfucking punchline. This is the only joke I did in all 5 shows because it's the newer joke I was trying to work on. And look, by the end of it, I was fucking, even Terrence was like, that joke's down. That joke's ready now. Yeah. So that's what I love about Houston, man.
Yeah.
You can go with a little idea in your head of man, I want to work on this. And by the end of the weekend, you've done the joke 5 to 8 times. You just get to hammer that out. So
I'm looking at a weekend, and I was looking at January, but something came up, so maybe February. Do a full weekend riot, secret group kind of thing.
Full weekend riot.
Full weekend.
After Houston, the only other thing, what did I do? Oh, I did before Houston. Sorry, one thing I did not talk about was Columbia, Mississippi. I went out to Columbia, and
you had to take a boat?
look, let me tell you something. I did a turn and burn.
Damn.
Because it was just like, money's not great.
That's what I call it when I turn away to pee from around other people.
Because it always burns?
Always.
Andrea, listen.
Get the ointment. All right.
I did a turn and burn, which means I went there. I did not stay. I came back. It was 3.5 hour drive. It was rough by myself. I ain't gonna lie. I begged a couple different comedians to come with me day of, try to get somebody to help, just be there with me. But no, the show was great. Shout out to Ben Rourke. We had a good time. I think he was a little disappointed in the turnout, but whatever, man. I'm a professional. You pay me to do comedy, I'm going to show up. I'm going to do my time.
And I'm going to leave.
I'm going to have fun doing it. One of my openers was Garrett Nelson. We had a great time. Cut up with Garrett. Shout out Garrett. Garrett's incredible. The young bull. They kind of stole the moniker from Shane
young
Gillis.
Calf.
Yeah, he's not big enough to be a bull,
not.
right?
No, he's a calf.
Yeah, he's the
young fawn.
The fawn. He's a
He's
a little baby. Anyway, shout out to Garrett Nelson. That was pretty much it. We did that Lake Charles taping.
Yeah. So before that, beginning of the month, we did our second Don't Tell show. We used the sidecar, the old Hideaway Hall. What a great place. Awesome. You pull up. It's right on the railroad tracks. You pull up. They got parking all around the building and everything, street parking. You go inside, and it's like a shotgun bar. There's the paintings, the wallpaper, the color of the wall, the furniture is really hip. It's almost like a deco kind of retro style. And I was like, wait, the showroom's bigger. And they're like, yeah, it's 2 entrances to it. So you go, and it's a big room, shotgun. Kind of the ceilings are great. Stage in the back, great lighting, great sound. They've got a little tuck-away bar right here. They've got 2 little nooks that like little built-in tables that you can sit at if you want a little romantic
dropping
thing.
N-words on this
They got a what? Okay. They got a green room, private bathroom, everything. You can walk the whole thing back to the side, watch everything. Really great. They also got an outdoor area, so you can do shows when it's nice outside. What a cool place. Shout out Sidecar.
Talk to them about doing some just booking showcases.
Oh, that's already been done. We've already wet that.
That's a new venue now.
We've already wet that whistle.
Hell yeah!
So that's going to be on the mix. But that
on
was
the
a great show. We had Siamese was on there. Josh Watts, Maggie, John Merrifield, Drew Gotro.
Hell yeah!
Good
this
time.
lineup was killer.
We had our final 2 Fat Pat shows.
Final of the year?
Of the year, yeah.
I was on both of those. They were great.
Broussard and the Bro Bridge. Those are fun.
Patrick Devine was on those.
Yeah, both of those.
Swapped headlining spots on those.
And then we had Stone versus Drunk right before the Christmas week. And what a crowd. That was a banger. We had Patrick Devine and Malay Vias from Houston won.
That was crazy.
You had Will Loden. You had Smiley, the comedian, and 2 other people. I don't remember. It's been a while, but man, that was a good way to end the year because
Jay Moody.
All these shows have been like slow,
dude,
like real slow.
You ain't lying.
This one was the opposite. It was great. It was so hot. The crowd was so hot. So hands down, we had during Patrick's set. He does a joke where it's chop, 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 chop. And this lady, she was drunk. She also had a dog in a stroller. And she just kept yelling chop, chop every 30 seconds. And I had to finally tell her to stop. And then Patrick's like, well, you don't say anything anymore? Anyway, it was a good time. And then at the end of the month, we did the Lake Charles comedy taping. 5 comedians.
Bro, honestly, maybe the highlight of December.
Bug flying around. Can you catch that in 4K?
Did you get that, Mr. Miyagi?
Bro,
no, you didn't.
So then we had Dwayne Toussaint. We had Keys the comic, not confused with Keys the things to start my car with. Jay Moody, and then Jacob Guidry. And,
Look, let me talk about this for a second because
for it.
I don't know if you're gonna do it justice because it would take too much bragging to talk about how good this went. Because first of all, best lighting I've ever had at a show. Period.
Thank you.
Hands down, beautiful. Amber and purple, and oh my God, the video is fucking phenomenal. The audio quality, it's like the best piece of art anyone's ever given me.
And who did all that?
Yeah, this guy right here.
And if you're watching now, I'm now in the business. I'm doing specials.
That's right.
So,
and you edited all the other guys' stuff.
Yep.
Which is a ton of work, I know, because I did my own, and it took me about 6 hours.
And you only had 10 minutes.
Yeah, I only did 10 minutes. It took me about 6 hours. So I was a little meticulous. So imagine it didn't take you 6 to 12 per, but still a ton of work. Picking camera angles.
Yeah.
3 cameras.
3 cameras. Damn.
Fucking multiple audio. You know, you had to mix down the audio for multiple different stuff. It just an incredible effort. I know those guys are going to be super pleased.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's the best tape that any of us on that show have ever received.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jacob's coming out January 16th. You're putting yours out
tomorrow.
Nice.
Is good. It's going to be out by the time this comes out.
Yeah. Check out Tyler's YouTube channel.
Yeah, go to it's at the Tyler A is my YouTube and it's called I Could Eat. It's going to be featured on my profile. Trust me.
Nice. Jacob's coming out. I think it's probably on Lake Charles Comedy Channel. I think the other guys are going to do it their own. But yeah, so I got 2 finalized, ready to go. I got 2 more that all I'm waiting for is them to pick like intro, outro music and whatever credits they want. Then I got to put that together. But man, I learned a lot on this one, especially using that gimbal, which I'm going to use that hardcore. That's become my main camera from now on because I've always loved it. And I go back to I use Sam Talent's last special. Just that the beginning, that handheld audience is a little shaky, but I love it because you get that feeling. But with that gimbal, it's smooth, but getting behind people and getting those heads, and if you get it right, it still stays focused on the comedian, but you get those heads and everything, and it's just those different shots.
So you learned some tricks though?
Yeah, I learned if you hit the button 3 times, it turns the camera around on you.
Don't do that.
So there's several footage of just going, yeah.
I did notice a lot of the camera just starts going off one direction sometimes, and I'm like, what's happening?
So I'm playing. They got the little joystick on there, and so I need to play with the sensitivity and just really dial it in. But there's only I got him. Sorry.
Hell yes. You saw that. You saw that.
I just need to rail it in a little bit. There's some things I was doing. I was just reading some more stuff, but that's really going to change the filming of it. The hardest thing about that is just holding that thing. But I got 2 new handles now, so I can do all that. Dude, it's so much easier. So now I got that 4th camera, and I have another handheld setup I can use. I can hire someone to be like a gonzo footage or whatever, or I can just do a third stand-in thing.
Whatever makes sense for the room, probably.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was not skeptical, but with the Sam Talent special, I liked the special. I don't know how I necessarily felt about that footage, but while editing mine, it was my favorite camera.
Yeah.
So I got it. Once I started playing with it, I was like, okay.
Every comic said that.
Yeah.
But I was using it for because I put all my money in the rear camera, in the hopes that rear camera and the other static camera were the best shots. And the gimbal was just extra little shots that we can piece in there. That ended up stealing the show. So now I know
say
the
center cam
there
was the worst shot. Still good. Still great.
It was the lines of that room, the way that room was angled and everything.
That side camera was good, though.
Yeah.
It was the dark amber background contrasted perfectly with the comedians.
I'm glad I went with my spotlight, extra lights, and then because those side lights, the amber lights, they were white. Because I saw pictures from when he had Rick Diaz and Enrique there, and it looked like
my first 10-minute special filmed in that room. It's night and day. The difference is incredible.
So when he was setting them up, I was like, "Give me an orange or yellow." And then we found that, and it was like, "That's it. Don't touch it."
Perfect, man. And you added to a little bit of lights of your own. Brought your spotlight.
Yep. So man, changed everything. So you looking to film something?
That room is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great little room.
60 people in that room would be a banger of a show.
That was 45 or something like that. That was great.
Another
as it
15
was.
in there. Ooh,
yeah,
squeeze them in.
So that's what it's been. And just rolling out the year. The 2 Sean Patton shows starting this year was great. This Thursday, which this will probably be out the day after, we got the 51st jokes, which like all the other cities have already done theirs, but I had to move it
we couldn't do it
to
week
this
one.
date because of Sean. But it's gonna work out fine. We're at 51.
This is great.
comics.
I literally have not written a joke yet. Have you?
I've written one.
I have. I mean, I messed up. I did 2 new jokes last week. Idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot. I'm a big proponent of, like, when you get towards November, December, you better start putting one in the chamber so you don't look like a fool. I messed up this year. I'm going to be rushing.
2 or 3 years ago, I remember I wrote one as I pulled up to the venue.
I remember, too.
And I was like, oh, you can't beat that. But the other day, I was just driving, and I was just like, oh, that's the stupidest thing I've ever thought of. Let's write that down.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. But that's it. So, well, it's been it should be a good year. We got Harlan Williams coming up, so I'm just like really getting everything. I'm trying to stay 3 for 3, and just keep along, try not to lose money. But it was good with Sean saying that, like, how everyone was hurting. Same thing we heard at Skankfest. Everyone was just losing money. So
people
just
are struggling.
Everything. So big thanks to our sponsor, Ounce of Hope Aquaponic Cannabis Company. Ounce of Hope provides high-quality CBD and Delta-8 through an advanced aquaponics system for the utmost in quality products. Check them out at ounceofhope.com. Well, guess what?
We're going to try to do something different.
Yeah.
Guys, new year, new us.
Look, just 2 seasons, we sit there
And bitch.
and we bitch. We did our hack watch, all right?
I definitely repeated myself several times.
And look, if you don't know what hack watch was, we essentially call out the bullshit that we see or deal with, or maybe even done in the past, that we see right now that people should be doing. And it was our way of, like, calling out people without naming them, but you know who you were. Just rewatch all. We're going to do
John
a compilation.
Merrifield. Fucking hacks.
Yeah, Tyler. Sorry. It's Tyler right there. I think I'm going to do a hack watch compilation. I'm going to take everyone and put it in there. But
So our new segment, Snack Watch. Guys, let me tell you what I've been eating lately. No,
let me tell you, they had these puffed chips from Costco. They're like Korean spiced, like sweet and spicy
chips, okay.
But they're the shape of a chicken
Korean
drumstick.
barbecue?
Yes, but they're the shape of a chicken
the
drumstick.
chips?
They haven't been there in about 8 months. We turned the corner. I told my wife, Andrea, shout out. I said, one day they're going to bring those back. I looked to my right. There was a pallet of them. I walked away with 4 these are 4 bags. I ate 2 pieces, and I started crying because it was so hot. So they've upped the spice. But anyway, that's my snack watch.
That's the new snack watch.
No, so
I actually didn't have a snack watch.
Tyler, you got a snack
Maybe
watch.
next time. Been eating a lot of cabbage.
I thought I
the
smelled
new
something.
year.
Oh, yeah. We are changing our course of action. New year, new us.
Yes.
Positive.
Yes.
No more hack watch.
No.
We're now calling it no hack watch.
Yeah, anti-hack watch.
Anti-hack watch.
Yeah, the segment formerly known as hack watch.
We are now focused on positive things that we see people doing.
to help you get booked.
To help you get booked. So, no more negative.
Nope.
We're all positive.
Nope. But if you are interested in the bitching and negative stuff, there's 2 years worth of stuff to go back and listen to.
Or just message me.
yeah. You want the tea? You
Or
want the tea?
Come to a show and hang around after while we talk.
Yeah. You'll get your own tea. All right. I got one. Let me go
Let's
ahead
go.
and start things off. This is something that's been on my mind, and I've been talking with a lot.
Wait. We forgot the graphic. And graphic.
All right. I don't know what it was, but I'm super happy
figure
about
it
it. Yep. This is something that I've been talking with various comedians about. We have a lot of new comedians in the scene. Some of them are still trying to figure it out, trying to get their footing. They got good ideas, good premises.
Don's trying to get his footing.
Jokes aren't landing. Good premises. I hear them and I'm like, it's funny.
Uh-huh.
Good idea. Jokes aren't landing. What gives, right? Well, you got to change things up, right? I think it's like, I don't know why this happens, but some people get stuck saying the same jokes the same way, and they're missing a key aspect of this, which is you have to listen to how well the joke does and change it if it doesn't work. Change it. If you believe in the premise, if the premise is good, if other people are telling you the premise is good but the joke isn't working, something with the delivery, something with the line. Maybe your cadence needs to change a little bit.
I like to throw something in there that I think of all the time. They talk about Dave Attell, and he purposely changes the joke every night to see what works better. So he has this punchline.
The punchline, yeah.
And is this. Then he finds another reference, another. And it's all within the same, scheme of things. But he purposely changes what he says each time to see what magics could come out. Or sometimes your first one worked the best, but he does that. And that's hard to do because you're set on that.
Yep.
And when you do change it, it's kind of like you almost got to talk yourself out of it.
No, that's right. And that's what you as a comedian need to understand is you cannot be married to anything. Because
Andrea. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You can be married to Andrea. You can't.
You can't.
You cannot be married to Andrea.
Let's talk.
Anyway, you can't be married to your idea of what your joke is because chances are some other comedian's going to just know of a better way to do the joke, right? So you can... sometimes it's small things like maybe you deliver a line and you're saying it as a question when you should be saying it as an exclamation, right? And that's like this is a two-parter.
A declarative statement sometimes.
Yes.
You
You do not need to ever ask questions as a comedian. Sometimes you can, and it's fine, and it leads to good moments, but especially in a punchline, one of the biggest tools we have as a comedian is that we get to tell people what's funny. So whenever you start asking questions, you're actually giving some of your power away. So don't try to ask a question with a punchline or things like that. Work. If it's not working, change it. Maybe actually, I'll go against this. Maybe something hasn't worked for so long, and now you need to ask a question to the audience or something. You never know what it is, but you got to bang your head up against the wall, changing it over and over again. Otherwise, what are we doing? It's the definition of madness.
Yeah.
Repeating the same bullshit over and over. I think that was Mark Twain.
You didn't tell me there'd be a test.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Jefferson Eisenhower. No, some chick put that on her Instagram.
What?
Definition
of madness. Yeah. Repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting.
Yeah, that was her idea.
Expecting a different result.
Yeah.
Right? That is comedy in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Change something.
I get it, because sometimes you're married to this
Andrea.
line, and it's like, this is what I want. I want to keep this line.
Yeah.
And it's hard to give them up.
You know what, though? I will say this. There's several times. I don't know if you have this in your act, but I have several lines.
I say this quite often.
I have several lines that I thought were going to be a joke. And then when they didn't get laughs, I still like the line, so I just leave them, but I don't deliver them like punchlines. I just say them as though this is how I tie up this joke.
It's a stream of...
I don't care that it doesn't get a laugh. This ends the joke. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess sometimes you just want to hold on to it.
Yeah. To one more day.
What you got? You got any good advice for these guys?
Man, I'm going to move away from the joke because I'm on a show this month in Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile.
And this is kind of a reflection off our previous Hack Watch, but I'm starting to see some good flyers. I'm starting to see some people taking the effort. One of our buddies actually doing his show, Carson Taylor.
That flyer was made by Josephine Rivera.
I was getting there.
Who is a fucking phenomenal flyer maker.
Yeah, she is. That was one I was like, oh, that is good. She's got cool. It. And he's got some, I saw he's doing some shows elsewhere, but also, to tie in with that, he's got good hit shots.
Yeah, good.
He's got that.
That's important.
Because, in the group, someone shared a thing, and they nope, we don't want to use it. I'm going to send another one. I'm like, yeah, you should. Because it's whatever. But it kind of goes back. But yeah, just starting to see some people, not everybody, but again, use those tools. But seeing people making when someone's scrolling through, and Lafayette Comedy, my template for my shows, I used to use square flyers because that was formatted for Instagram. When they changed it, now it's 4x5. So I had to redesign.
Dude, Joseph, he's the first person I saw do that and start bitching at people for using square
Oh,
flyers.
yeah. And
I
then-
was like, what, am I behind the curve here?
Well, because you can't see it, so you
Yeah.
design if you have
Yeah.
anything on the right or left. So change it to 4x5, and then I go through different templates because my cover that goes on my website, that's formatted landscape, same thing that goes on the event, is a different design than the actual Instagram formatted
Yeah,
one.
it's a whole different.
And
it's
look,
a
I've
different
evolved
file,
that.
yeah.
I did some back in the days for the beer garden and this club, and then another club in Houston started using that same flyer.
So you had to swap.
And then I swapped and I moved to something else. And then it gets said, well, you're like, all right, let's evolve that. So now I kind of like took that design for the rally cap shows. I kept that because that's a good distinguishable thing. And it works with that QR code and it works best for them because they printed things, put it on the wall. Then I switched mine up. So yeah, it's good to see some people putting in effort and someone like her who's nailing those flyers.
Incredible.
It looks so much more presentable. And if I'm scrolling Facebook and I'm looking at all these events, or if I'm whatever, looking on Google and I see something that catches my eye, I want to know about that rather than just like a dude with a mic and then you have like a picture of yourself and it still has a white background and it's on black or a
Dude,
colored
there
thing.
is some
and, yeah.
flyers that make me not want to do the show.
Yes.
You make me not want to share your flyer with the world. It's so bad.
Yes.
I don't want to put it on my Instagram in case somebody goes, looks at my page and is like, what the fuck is this?
Yes. Yes.
That's how I feel about some of that
So-
sometimes.
So props to those people
Yeah.
using those flyers.
Whippersnapper comedy.
Whippersnapper comedy.
Yeah.
And making good things, and other people too. But yeah,
Yeah,
it
for
looks
sure.
really good. So, and that was. We should like. Are we calling it not hack watch or like? What about how to get booked?
That's fine.
How to get booked for dummies.
It's so on
not
the,
that you're a dummy.
It's so
but
on the nose that it just might work.
how to get booked.
Let's see if we can get some people booked. Maybe I want to hear if this advice leads. If we start giving you advice that leads to something good, I want to hear about it.
And I want 10%.
Smash that comment button. That's not the right. Comment on that button.
Comment on that smash button.
Smash in us.
Comment button smash.
Tell us what's up. Tell us if you're getting booked or not. Anyway.
All right. Well, that was how to get booked.
Yes.
Big thanks to our new sponsor, Parrish Inc., providing Acadiana with screen printed apparel from t-shirts, patches, stickers, license plates, kids apparel, and more, as well as custom printing services. Parrish Inc. is 2 locations, downtown Lafayette and River Ranch. Check them out at parishinc.com.
This is for recommendations.
Recommendation.
Did you watch anything that you would like to recommend?
Man,
Or
I
listen?
have watched quite a few things. There were some big specials that came out. There were some that did not impress me. But I watched one the other night on Hulu, and Kamal Nujani. Did I say it right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes, you nailed it.
I got it in my
Wow.
head. But
Can we just take a moment to appreciate JP? New year, new JP.
Nope,
We've
won't
come
last.
a long way from Enrique Chacon
Chacon.
and all of the other ethnic names that you cannot say.
I can't even say white people's names.
True. Arceneaux, he didn't.
I have a thing where my brain just like it's there, and then it turns off. And Andrea,
I bet you hear it in your head perfectly,
Oh,
and then you
it's
go to
there.
say it, and it's like fucking
say, repeat after me. Yeah.
falls apart.
And it's like, my name is Joe. All right. But Kamal Najani, his new special, because he returned to stand-up. He took a long break. He was doing the acting and everything. First of all, it's kind of hard to watch him because he's so ripped because he got in all the shape from that
for
movie.
the Marvel movie. He's
and
a
he's
Marvel
doing like
character
this,
now.
and the amount of veins in his forearms and his
I mean,
bicep.
the guy was in Star Wars.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a fun special, and if you like I liked his previous stuff. I liked when he had his show on Comedy
Silicon
Central.
Valley?
No, like the him and
he had his.
yeah, they had
I
us little
forgot what it's called.
I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it there. But it was a really good show. I liked his material, and he talks about getting back into it. And he's like, I'm not an actor who's now doing stand-up. I'm returning back to stand-up. But it was a
Nice.
fun little watch. And he went back on stage, encore, and he did his first joke he ever did on stage. And it was really cool.
That is
So,
cool.
yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
a little twist. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
So yeah, it's on Hulu.
You don't really get an encore in comedy very often.
No. And also, he did it at the Chicago Theater. I think it was Chicago Theater, but he's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago.
So that's where he started. You know, you got people like him and Kinane and
Hannibal.
Hannibal, and we just talked about Pete Holmes. I think he was a Chicago person. All those people. So yeah, his return. So it was really cool. So yeah, on Hulu, check it out. New special.
So I did not watch anything that I want to recommend, but I did watch something that I want to talk about.
Oh boy!
All right, this is kind of like a maybe you should watch this, but maybe you should watch it just because of what it is.
Is it
Euphoria
but I was not
season
impressed.
1? Look, first of all, I love Euphoria.
I do too.
I do recommend Euphoria.
But I found out that my now 13-year-old watched it
right,
like
yeah.
2 years ago, and I'm like,
you were too young to watch that.
And me and my wife were like blushing watching it, like, oh my god. So,
what I would like to not recommend that you still watch, is Dave Chappelle's new special.
I did watch it.
What was it called? This is how not memorable it was. This is my problem. I've liked almost all of his specials. I don't think they get better. I don't think that he's like maintaining GOAT status necessarily with a lot of this stuff. It's too much material, in my opinion. And a lot of it's too preachy without enough jokes. That's just the way I feel about it. It's long-winded and tiring. Now, he didn't lean into the transgender stuff like he did, which kind of turned me off before. He had a little bit of that, touched on a little bit, which was fine. Some of that was funny. A lot of people were touting this closer. That's what it was called, the closer, right?
It could work. Yeah, it works.
Whatever. They were touting this closer of his as some like miraculous joke. The one that just takes you through all the different eras of like black oppression and stuff to make the point. And it was good. It was informational, but like I've seen this guy do the exact same thing in a way better way and be funny the whole time. And I think that's where I'm like, I don't know. It just like it didn't do it for me. Something about this new special just didn't do it for me.
Is it because he's at the level where he's at? And so, this is not just him, but a lot of comedians who've been at it for a long time and the top of the rung. But it's almost no matter what you do, you're going to have the crowd on your side because of what it is. And it's
yeah, and maybe that makes it, they don't even realize that what they're doing is no longer just stand-up comedy. It's like there's an argument to be made that they've earned the right and the privilege to do that. Exactly what they're doing, where they just get up there and have a glorified TED Talk with some jokes in it. Arguably, Chappelle has earned that right. However, that's not what I'm looking for when I watch a comedy special.
Did you watch the new Segura?
No.
Okay, so I didn't bring it up, but I'm going to put that as my least favorite of his specials.
And I'm already like on the decline with him and have been for a long time, so I don't even want to watch it now.
And look, I saw him a couple years ago in Baton Rouge, LaBerge. Loved it. It was really good. But yeah, I don't know. It could be also our evolution
we
too.
Evolve too. I don't think about that enough. You're probably right.
As you are, because
my taste changes.
How many people when they release a special these days, and there are a couple specials in, you're like, whoa, that was really good. You know, I can think of like, and it's probably the reason I really like him, like Kinane. I thought Dirt Nap was his best one.
Yeah,
I thought it was
freaking
phenomenal. And that was his last one. So his last special was...
That's not common, though.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like, Joe List remains consistent, you know?
Joe List does stay consistent.
So, I don't know. I guess you're holding on. You always, like, push me past that edge because, like...
I think it's too much material. I think they're like, you know, Chappelle's making all this money from Netflix. He's like, must feel pressure to release an amount of material. They're probably making him release material within a certain amount of time, and that's where that pressure comes from. But it's not. It's half-baked, pun intended. It's half-baked material.
I think, and some of the comedians you see at this level too will also use ghostwriters, and I don't think he's doing that.
I never heard of him.
What?
Ghostwriter.
Oh, you make a joke?
Okay. I'm trying. This is a comedy podcast.
I didn't want to ghostwriter enough to
struggling here. Okay. We got serious for a second.
Well, I mean, we should try to keep it.
It's bad. Bad comic book, right? I don't know where I was going with
that.
I
didn't. But no, like some comedians at this point, they'll have writers, and it's like, okay, you know, like no, he's doing his thing, but I agree. It wasn't like there were some parts I enjoyed, but the rest I was just kind of like, nothing's moving me lately. And that's, when someone does, I'm like, oh, that's, that's really cool. But I mean, I just watched, we got it coming up in March, but Mike Cannon's last special, and that was really good. But that's also people that are.
He's on the up, though.
He is. He's climbing up, but that's also the part. That's the evolution. You're climbing up for a reason. Then when you reach that point, as long as you don't fall off for whatever you do, or underage girls or boys or do something else, you should be able to keep that and stay up there if you're doing other things, movies, and just staying on top. But yeah,
interesting, man. Comedy is a crazy, crazy journey.
Big thanks to our newest sponsor, G's Jewelry, custom jewelry designs, repairs, and more. It all started when Grace and Carol, a second-generation local jeweler, brings a lifetime of craftsmanship and vision to the art that is jewelry creation. Check them out at gjewelry.net.
Yep.
Well, what you got coming up?
Oh, man. All right. Well,
anything you want to yell at these people?
Yeah, here we go. So first of all, you can follow me at the JP Leonard on everything, at Lafayette Comedy on everything. So this should be out this weekend. So you got about a week to get your tickets for Harlan Williams returning on January 18th. 2 shows, 6:30 and an 8:30 show. Here at the Doubletree. We got VIP tickets are sold out for the first show. Still some available for the late show. February 6th, Stone vs. Drunk returns to Rally Cap in Baton Rouge. And then on Friday, February 13th, the Friday of Mardi Gras, Stone versus Drunk versus Sober.
Dare I say, biggest non-headliner show of every year.
Yes.
That show is a banger and is worth buying tickets to right now.
Because we throw in a 4th team, and that is Team Mardi Gras.
Yes,
so
it is the day before Valentine's Day, or as I recently learned on my other podcast, Galentine's Day. They were making fun of me because I kept going, what's gallons? And they were like, no, gal, like girls. And they're like, you just think about food all the time. I was like, what's the gallon got to do with it?
I usually make a gallon on February 14th.
Like, no, it's gal.
Is that where they give us stuff?
I know, it's where girls hang out with each other.
Oh, get out of here. Anyway. This is why I don't trust women. You hear that, Andre?
Yeah.
No, I love you. Sorry. So February 13th, Galentine's Day. I call it Broad City, if you know what I'm talking about. Stone vs. Drunk vs. Sober vs. Mardi Gras. I'm so sorry, Andre. February 28th, Kurt Metzger will be here. That's right. Kurt Metzger will be here. In March, we got Kyle Kinane, Mike Cannon here, and Rally Cap. Nori Davis will be coming with old Chris Ivy's coming back with him. That's in March. Rocky Dale Davis on a Thursday. Brian Simpson on a Friday, and I'm so excited about this one. J. Anthony Brown on a Saturday. If you watched any Def Comedy Jam, Showtime at the Apollo, he was one of those legends. He has one of my favorite bits about the Jerry curl, and then the old black man saying, like, when I got that email, I was so excited. So
go ahead. Can you repeat that joke word for word real quick?
Yeah. What's your name? That's the only part. And then end of March, Jeremiah Watkins will be here. April, Cliff Cash, Matthew Broussard, Sam Tallent's coming back. Couillon Fest in May, and Emo Phillips. And I will say this, I'm very happy. In March, I'm going to be doing a run with Kyle Kinane.
Oh, yeah. Shout out.
My one of 2 favorite comedians next to Theo. Kinane is tied for first.
I'm putting that V up there because he wants you to know he would eat his pussy.
Yeah, it's on Galentine's Day. So I get to do a run with Kinane. I'm so excited about that. We're going all the way from Mobile to New Orleans, doing 2 nights in New Orleans. And then
all the way from Mobile to New Orleans. It's like, it's like
no,
2 hours away.
Mobile?
All the way.
All the way.
Look, we're touring from Mobile to New Orleans.
We actually, Mobile, Baton Rouge, Lafayette, back to New Orleans.
Okay, I got you. You weren't done yet.
Yeah, I was done.
I was busy making fun of you for the 2.5 hour run.
And then in May, I'm doing 4 or 5 nights on the road with Emo Phillips, legendary.
Whoa.
So I'm very excited about that. At the JP Leonard at Lafayette Comedy. Check us out. And we got some new whiskey glasses coming in. We made decanters. I didn't even get to show them on here. I think
they're so beautiful.
Man, I made those things, sold. I was like, oh, they sold quick like that. So Michael's Men's Club's calling me. We'll be back at Michael's Men's Club soon. What, you ever had a strip club call you?
Hello, Michael's Men's Club.
Hello, Jason.
You're on We're Dying down here.
House of Grossness.
House of Grossness.
But yeah, so we sold out the decanters, and then I ordered some whiskey glasses, some tumblers, so they'd round with the logo on there. So they'll be available at shows, or whatever. But yeah, just check us out, and lots of things coming up. I got one big old show in the chamber I'm waiting for, but I'm probably done after that. Yeah, we'll return.
Look, I don't have any shows I need to specifically announce. JP covered a handful of them. What I'd like you to do is go to my YouTube channel, at The Tyler A is my tag. Subscribe to my channel. Watch my special, I Could Eat. It's 10 minutes. It's a quick watch. It's very good. Give me some views. Follow me on Instagram, The Tyler A. You can go to thetylara.com, look at my schedule, check out my tickets. Listen to my other podcast, Laugh City Radio. It is very funny. It features John Merrifield, Emily East, Drew Gotro. It's almost like a little sister to this podcast. I don't know why I don't know why I made it a gal, but but it is kind of like a little sister to this podcast. It's a lot of fun. What you should do, though, is make sure that if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to Lafayette Comedy.
Yeah.
Statistically, you're not fucking subscribed.
Probably
right?
not.
So smash that
we
subscribe
send
button.
$5,000 to every subscriber.
Yeah,
In 2025.
I don't know how this guy's doing that, but,
I'm not.
Subscribe. The best thing you can do to support us is actually send an episode directly to a friend. Somebody you know that likes comedy. Be like, hey, listen to this. Or send them an episode you don't like and be like, don't listen to this. And
look, if you're not a YouTube person, Spotify, if you use that, the video's on there too. We ranked in the top 25 video podcasts on Spotify. That just shows me that
crazy.
No one's putting video podcasts on Spotify.
Crazy.
It's like Joe Rogan and us.
That's nuts. We're up there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Apple Podcasts, everywhere else. Subscribe, put it on, and then go to sleep. Don't even listen to it. Put it on the other. Leave it for your dog.
Yeah, sign in under your kids' names.
Yeah, they know what pussy means. Subscribe to Tyler's, and then let's just use this as a launching point too, because we're about to start pushing it in May. Couillon Fest returns 3 days. I turned down a show today. A comedian wanted to come to town to do a show here, and I was like,
bud.
Sorry, we got a Couillon Fest.
Yeah,
bud.
we got something going on.
The original Couillon comedy here in Lafayette.
So sorry, David Tell, we can't have you that weekend. We got better things to do.
I'll drop you.
Yeah, I know.
Quick.
I know. There was no way it was Dave. You were like, Couillon what?
What?
Couillon who?
Cool. Yeah, so that's coming back. It's on the Lafayette Comedy website right now. Lafayette Comedy and Oof Comedy presents Couillon Fest. We got Lane Lyon. We got Howard Hall.
Rich Williams.
I'm
sure there's other comedians.
That other guy.
Everyone in Lafayette. It's a Lafayette. It really features all Lafayette comedians.
Well, yeah, we got
every
some,
Lafayette comedians that has
some Baton Rouge, some Lake Charles.
of course. Yeah,
some sprinkles
always.
around there. So,
always. But if you like your Lafayette comedians, you're going to see them here. Everyone that can do any amount of time and is worth a shit is going to be on the festival. Yeah. And if you're not on the festival, you don't deserve it. And maybe you should watch our How to Get Booked segments.
Yeah. We got one. You watching it right now?
Yeah, you watched it? Did you like it?
I don't record it right now.
Okay. We're done.
Bye.